interested in finding out how I went from these busted, dusty edges to these pristine, beautiful, freshly, if you want to see how I went from that to this, baby, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, babies, we are jumping straight in with the busted edges. Come on. But we about to get them right. We about to get them right. But this is what we're looking like. I'm about, I want to say 6 weeks, maybe 5 weeks post retie. And I like to refresh my edges halfway in between. So you're just going to need one of these interlocking tools, a rat tail comb, some water, and I'm using my paste, my twisting paste from Natural. But this is not sponsored. I just love their product. But we are going straight in and separating the top from the back. And what I'm doing here is just pulling that side, misting her with some water, and we're going to attempt to go ahead and straighten out the part just a tad. My parts tend to marry into one another in between retie sessions, so every time I do retie, I do have to go in and straighten them out again. Once baby girl is straightened out, I am going in with a little bit of that twisting paste just to make sure all of the hairs are laying down properly. Then we're going to go in with my interlocking tool and interlock her up until she is done, baby. And I use the 2-point rotation, so when I'm on the perimeter of my head, I always go backwards toward the back of my head and then down. So right now I'm going right to left and then top to bottom. That is my interlocking method, the 2-point rotation. And look at how much better she's looking. That gel, or it's not even a gel, it's crazy, it's like a paste. That paste snaps everything together for me. Now I'm gonna move up to the next one, and what I like to do is get like the next 3 that go back or so, just to make sure I keep that line straight. And then I'm gonna mix it with water, apply my paste, and then make sure the part is correct. Sometimes I go back in after using the paste to make sure the parts are even crispier. But I am going in and doing the same thing, y'all, and that's all I do. But you guys, I had a complete lock just come apart. So I'm gonna show you how I reassemble her back together, baby, because we cannot have that. I am 1 year in and a whole lock unraveled. We cannot have that. I mean, it happens, but I'm gonna show you how I fixed it. I get questioned a lot on where I purchased my interlocking tool. I got it from my local beauty supply store, but you can get it on Amazon, anywhere like that. I would try to find a link and leave it in the description for y'all. But yeah, I want to say it wasn't even $2, so very affordable. And I've got a couple extra ones, on standby just in case something happens to this one. But we are just moving on up, y'all. Moving on up. And she is already looking 10 times better, but we gotta keep going. But I'm just straightening this part out here closer to my temples. Some of my baby hairs kind of do their own thing, so I'm gonna show you how I wrap in my baby hairs, because I like a clean hairline a lot of the times, but I don't leave my baby hairs out when I retie. I always work them into the lock, and I'm gonna show you how to do that in just a minute. But over time they do start to come out as my interlocking grows out. So as you can see, the baby hairs there, I'm just wrapping that like a twist around my lock with some of that paste, and then I'm gonna go in and interlock. So that's how I secure my baby hairs away during my reties and my mid retie sessions. And you want to make sure when you're interlocking, especially around your edges, I make sure to not do them tight. It may look tight just because I've got my hair gelled down pretty much, but my edges are not tight at all because that is the, I guess you could say, most fragile part of my hairline, well, my hair, just because I've got some breakage point areas up there, like right here. That's one of my areas that struggled to grow ever since I've been natural. So it's not due to locks or anything, but definitely make sure that I don't do my edges too tight because I don't want my edges going anywhere, baby. But I haven't had any troubles except for the one that, you know, unraveled because the hair is a lot softer there, but we're getting there. But we're just gonna keep on moving. And y'all, I am so sorry about looking down so much. I'm trying to get the best shots possible, but y'all know me, when I get focused and zoned out, sometimes I get out of frame, and I know that is irritating. It's irritating for me, I know for sure. When I edit, I'm like, dude, why are you looking down like that? Look up. But anyway, I do apologize about that, but I did try to edit out the bad clips and keep the good ones in. But I'm just putting a little bit of paste here on that edges, on my like baby hairs, just so you know, make sure they're slick. And then I'm doing the twist thing. We're twisting it into my lock, and then we're gonna interlock. I am curious to know, do you guys refresh your edges between reties? I wasn't at first because I was retying so frequently, like once every 4 weeks. But now, since I've extended my retie sessions out to every 4 to 8 weeks, I feel like it's kind of essential for me, just because like I don't always want to slip my edges down. I don't always want to do that. And then sometimes I kind of brush them back, but it's kind of giving me like a afro hairline situation, like poofy. And I'm like, I just like the clean look around my perimeter, so I've incorporated this into my routine every halfway point through my interlocking session. So yeah, let me know if y'all do that. Do you refresh your edges another way than interlocking? Leave it in the comments below, because I did want to retwist. Y'all know I got a thing for retwists, how they look and all of that, but they just don't last for me. But y'all, this is the wand. This is the corporate. Not corporate, the culprit. But y'all, look how she just unraveled. It's so disrespectful. But here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm taking in the gel after I've, you know, straightened out my parts. I applied some of that paste. And instead of twisting, I want her to be secure. So I'm gonna braid her. I'm gonna braid her all the way down to the end until she curls up. And it's gonna look a little thin. This is actually how I started this lock out in the beginning. After, you know, the twist failed a couple of times in the beginning. But I don't know what happened. She just came all the way apart. I did not expect that. This is the very first time that that's happened since I've locked my hair. But this is what she's looking like. Like I said, very thin. But I'm going to interlock her one good time just to make sure she's not going anywhere. And we are done. That is how I, you know, I guess repair any locks that have completely unraveled. And y'all, we are almost finished. I always get excited when I do this because, for one, it's not a full interlocking session, which can take me maybe 5 hours total or a little bit more. I've cut the time down, y'all. I'm getting better. But I like this because it's kind of therapeutic. It's only about a 30-minute to an hour process. I wouldn't even say an hour. I would say like 35 minutes or 30 minutes. But yeah, you know, it's just a nice, like, oh, okay, a nice little touch to interlocking without, you know, having your back hurting, you know? Because when I do my interlocking sessions, my back be hurting. But yeah, it takes me about 30 minutes to do this. And, you know, I put on a series or whatnot and just, you know, catch up. Y'all know me, if a part is not straight, I'm gonna sit there until I can get it as straight as I physically can. Like, I don't know what it is. I just feel like it takes the style to another level. But yeah, I'm just moving on. Now this is a lot of baby hair action right here. This is where I get the most, so I am twisting it up as good as I can. And you know, sometimes, you know, within a week or a week and a half to 2 weeks, some baby edges will start like coming back out. But you know, I don't like to retie my edges too often. Usually after I do my midway edges retie, I will wait to do my full retie, you know, until I get a little bit more new growth to the point where I can do about a 1 or 2 full rotations on my edges again, because I don't want to, you know, be messing with them too often when they don't need to be. And it's just something about that paste. I cannot get enough of that paste. If you're having trouble with your parts, like getting them straight, that paste will help you do the job, because it's just like a thick paste, but it's light at the same time. I have no idea how to explain that, but it is amazing. Again, this is not sponsored, but I love that paste. But yeah, I'm just finishing up here, and I tried to include a lot more footage. I pretty much included all of the footage of me doing my hair on my edges, but I just wanted to include as much as possible so y'all can see the entire process. But yeah, we are just finishing up on the last one here, baby, and we about to have some pristine edges. Come on. And we are finished. This is what my edges are looking like now. I love refreshing my edges midway between my retie sessions, because it almost kind of looks like I finished a full retie, but I didn't. I still got volume at the roots throughout the rest of my head. It just cleans it up so much, and I really like that. You don't have to put in all of that work to have a clean look. But yes, 30 minutes. Best 30 minutes you can do with your hair, I'm telling you. But here are some comparison videos. The left is not done and basic. The right is done and looking crispy as ever. Come on. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.